Let's see how to finish volley players off in the Tour 8 and 7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to turn on the bell if you like this video. Let's start versus a top volleyer in Tour 8. I didn't take a special string for this match using the Maestro Monty, which is very often enough. So this volley player doesn't serve very hard, unlike Noam or Professor X, for instance, or Sorab. So it was not so tricky to return the serve, but he was anticipating quite well on some points. And his Leo has a 96 agility, so unless I hit passing shots with good accuracy or crossbow shots with enough power, his Leo can counter quite easily with quick catch. 96 agility with Leo is really good. So when you have 96 agility with Leo, that often means that you don't choose the ballistic, and that means that the serve stat is not very high. Some other top volley players prefer to have less agility but a higher serve stat, which is the case of yeah, it was funny here. I was trying to see if a short return like in a match between volley players could disturb him, and well, it disturbed him. I'm going to try that in other matches. So yeah, I was saying that some top volley players prefer rather to have a lower agility but a better serve stat, which is the case of Noam or Professor X. So they have a 58 serve stat, which is pretty good to play with Leo, but or 90 or a bit less of agility. So I play in this second match XD Phoenix, a volley player who used to have a much higher number of trophies. And this volley player likes to hit hard volley shots instead of drop volleys. In this match I was lucky not to see this Leo quick catching everything. You know that the quick catch is triggered a bit randomly, but especially when the ball that I return comes very close to the quick catch zone of the volley player, and then it can be triggered randomly. So now and then those volley players will just activate this quick catch all the time. And in some other matches where I see my opponent not activating it very often. Let's play versus a Leo having high volley stat. 86 is pretty good for Leo. I start with a lob just to warn him that he should not rush to the net too often.
2-1.
Yeah, some nice quick catch returns.
3-2.
And I was lucky to see this ball not go out. Yep.
4-3.
On the return, I generally prefer to hit hard.
5-3.
So if it can pierce the quick catch zone, then the Victoria's forehand stroke can very often be a winner. And when it's not a winner, then it can provoke
Quiet, please.
an unforced error from the volley player
Fault.
who hits the ball back into the net. And a forehand stroke to finish. If Leo can't rush to the net very, very fast and can't activate a quick catch, then my Victoria's forehand stroke will very probably be a winner passing shot.
Fault.
And in the previous match,
Serve.
my opponent has no reason to rush to the net because he knew that I may hit a lob. If he does so,
2. Love.
love it. Love those cross-court shots.
3. Love.
So generally, versus all those volley players having high agility and volley stats, I like to hit very simple down the line shots for the return of the serve. To try and hit passing shots,
1.
or I like to hit those cross-court shots.
5. 2.
Yeah, as you can see, powerful forehand stroke can be countered quite easily by the volley player if he activates the quick catch.
Match point.
Yeah,
Fault.
having a bit advance in the score. I was trying to hit hard on the return. That was supposed to be a fair lob, but I was a bit surprised. My opponent hit it back to the net. It was a funny point. Actually, very high and fast lobs can work well, and I was saying that so the last lob was not made on purpose, but I was saying that some kind of fair lob, very short lobs can disturb the volley players a lot too.
Love.
But I'm not going to try that all the time. Well, let's play with this volley player who likes to hit diagonal soft volleys.
2.
He used to. Now he has changed a bit.
2.
Beforehand, he was standing by the net and was hitting soft volleys,
3.
but not drop volleys, towards the two sides of the net.
4.
He has changed a bit. Now he hits hard volleys.
5.
Well, when I say now that those were matches
5.
that were played 3 weeks ago, so I don't know if he plays like that right now. But what is sure is that he has changed his way of playing compared to 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah, you need to follow up, of course, the big stroke by going to the net, even if that means that you have a risk of seeing the volley player return a volley either hard or soft towards the baseline, and then you are too into the court. You have stepped too much into the court to return it correctly.
Quiet, please. Deuce.
That was the lob to equalize.
Quiet. Match point.
Yeah. Sometimes they just go out,
Quiet, please. Quiet. Deuce.
and sometimes they go in.
Quiet, please. Match point.
Yes, so volley players can expect me to hit more
Quiet, please. Deuce.
on that side.
Quiet.
On Leo's left-handed side,
Second serve. Double fault.
so they can waste more on that side. It was too bad for my opponent. He had the occasion, several occasions to end the match, but a double fault removed all his opportunities. He was playing well. Nothing in this classic pack. Gladiator and Kaito, yeah, it was a good classic. 2-8 pack. Same player. This time I chose the Harbor card.
1. Love.
So I was testing several special strings versus volley players. Of course, the one that I prefer is the Bastille string to play versus them. It has critical tier 2,
2.
stamina shield tier 2, and a forehand counter. But so the forehand counter is useless, of course, versus volley players. But
2.
well, it has precision. But you know, the volley players, all of them don't have
2.
almost all of them don't have very good forehand or backhand stat, so their returns are weak anyway. Even if you don't have a forehand or backhand counter, you will hit the returns with precision. So that's not really useful.
Quiet, please. Match point.
What is useful is the long catch with the hardball card here. It may be useful sometimes when you are too far from the volleys drop back on the court by your opponent. Not really in this match. So of course you can take the choker cards too. But the choker cards has a stamina shield tier 1 only. While the harbor card has a stamina shield tier 2. So yeah, in theory of course the strings, special strings having critical tier 3 are very good versus volley players. I'm talking about the clay fiber, the grass fiber, etc. But those special strings don't have any stamina shield, so they are quite dangerous to use. If you can, and the rally is very fast, like in 1 or 2 strokes after the serve, so there's no problem. But if you can't, then you will finish the matches with very few stamina left. And your volley opponent can hit aces or outflank you with his serve very easily by the end. So using the Maestro Monte can be good enough. Or any string having a long catch. With stamina shield tier 1 at least, I took a card. So some will play with a Siberian wire or punish a gut because they have long catch. They have critical. But those regular strings don't have stamina shield, so that's a big issue by the end of the match too. So the stuff volley player likes to play with Diana. I have rarely seen him play with Leo.
Match point. Quiet, please. Deuce.
Nice volleys.
Match point.
Some pretty nice volleys. And I committed summon for Suros. Unfortunately,
Match point.
this Diana's stamina is going down a bit, so it's easier to hit passing shots now. He has a good serve too. And it was lucky. He was hitting too wide this hard volley by the end. Oh, right. Let's play versus Leo now. Having a pretty decent serve, 53.
1. Love.
So it's not a 58, but 53 is enough if you can serve pretty hard. Nice volley.
1, 2,
Out.
2,
Another nice drop volley. But
3, 2,
his returns are not so accurate.
4, 2,
On the serve, I mean.
4, 3,
So as you can see,
5,
I try to hit the two corners most of the time
Out.
versus all those volley players.
play. Match point.
I try to alternate. I don't hit all the time towards the same spot.
Match point.
Otherwise it would be too easy for the opponent to anticipate. So those volley players hit hard volleys most of the time. They don't hit soft volleys, so it's not easy to hit cross-court, soft cross-court shots to counter them. Like in videos where I counter volley players using Kaito. But anyway, when I play with Victoria, you know that I like to hit hard shots to try and hit passing shots, strong passing shots. While when I play with Kaito, we try to lob more often. He has a lower hand stats.
2,
It's
2,
weaker shots. With Victoria, we try to hit that most of the time. Yep.
2,
Hard shots towards the two corners. And a follow up if necessary. If the volley player volley back.
fault. Second serve.
But in some matches, they just can't volley back.
5, 2,
Because the strokes have pierced their quick catch defense.
5,
Which was the case here.
play. Match point.
To follow up. Generally, they can resist during one or two strokes, but if you hit the third one with enough power, that's pretty tricky for them to counter your hard shots. All right, let's play the last match. This is a Diana. 86 volley stat.
1, love.
Yeah, he was waiting for me to hit a down the line shot. Instead, I was hitting the other side.
1,
Yeah, but I stepped in the court a bit too much, so
3,
can't return correctly. But otherwise, on the serve,
3, 2,
my Victoria's agility was enough to turn around and hit with her forehand.
2,
Yeah.
4, 3,
A soft cross-court shot is the best thing versus those cross serve.
Out.
5, 4.
Yep. Nothing to do here.
Quiet, please. Quiet. Match point.
And that's not so easy for them to return those
Point.
200 something serves. Yep, Nice quick catch. But this cross-court shot was simply too powerful for this Diana. Well, you are going to see the lineup that I was using for all of those matches. This was a high serve, big forehand build. Let's open this classic pack first. Nothing interesting. Well, I hope you enjoy watching my Victoria finish volley players off in High Tours of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to turn on the bell to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay 365.